Louisiana Beer Reviews Zony Pop from the Zony slash Spiked Seltzer Project. It's normally the Spiked Beer Project, but they're calling it the Spiked Seltzer Project. Zony Mash is in New Orleans, Louisiana. They started up in 2019. It says made with pure cane sugar. There's no date, guys, on this cane. Put the damn date. Chaps my chapstick. Well, 4.5% alcohol, no international bitterness units listed, 90 calories. Look, I thought I was finished with doing seltzers for the rest of my whole life. But I was over there at Martin Wine Cellar and I saw Zony Mash. So I'm grabbing, grab. Wasn't even looking at what I was grabbing. I wasn't tackling, it was just grab. So anyway, I saw this today and I was like, oh man. But it will be interesting to see how it matches up against the mass-produced seltzers. I mean, I'm paying craft beer prices. It better be way better than the mass-produced seltzers. Made with cane sugar, 70 out of 100 on Untappd with 51 unique check-ins. So I didn't even bother looking it up on Beer Advocate and Rapier. I know it's not going to be listed. So you can see how incredibly humid it is right now. The humidity is through the roof. Foggy, overcast, everything's covered with mist and water and condensation. I want to cut the grass today, but it's already 8 a.m. and I don't know if this wetness is going to lift. I'm not cutting a wet yard. So I'm sitting in this lawn chair. It's sweating. Didn't get wet. It's just the humidity doing it. All right, so no coloring added, just clear. Cane sugar beer is what it is, really. Woo! Listen to that. All right. Ooh, it's a strange aroma. First, we'll look at it. It's clear, but there is sort of like a slight, and I mean it's very slightly yellow tint, kind of like that the Palo Viejo rum. If you look at it carefully, it's got a slightly little yellowish tint, probably from being in the charred, very, very heavily used charred oak barrel, but still gives it a little color after a year. This does not smell like any seltzer I ever smelled before. It smells like children's aspirin, like St. Joseph. Children's aspirin. What? Oh, watermelon. Okay, let's see. Does it smell like watermelon? Maybe. I guess so. If that lens fogs up, don't be shocked. Craziness. This is the part of Louisiana, one of the parts that I can't stand, this extreme, out of control humidity, where everything's covered with mold. Everything is with mold, moss. Everyone's got sinus problems. Don't need too much lotion though on your hands. Typically. Yeah, it has somewhat of a watermelon flavor. It's not as watery as those other ones, like the Bud Light Seltzer and some of the other ones, which none of them were bad. Just they all had this strong tap water flavor. This one is not coming across so much water. You get more of the flavor. And if I was looking to drink this kind of thing, and I can assure you I would not be looking to ever do that. Yeah, I guess it kind of justifies the elevated craft cane sugar beer price because it does have a little bit more character. 29.95 north of the equator, 90.09 west of the equator, the beerological point of interest. Okay. Certified independent from the Craft Brewers Association. Okay, score. Seems to have more body than a 90 calorie product. semi-sweet finish. I guess for a flavored cane sugar product, doesn't say made with real watermelon anywhere on the label. I don't think they quite labeled it correctly. Like, they didn't really give a good disclosure, and I believe that's required, but I don't know how much oversight is being done on Zony Mash from the Tax and Trade Bureau, but they let the label pass. They give a pretty specific rundown, if you look on their website, of what labels must have. It can't just say made with pure cane sugar. Well, they're saying spiked seltzer, but those are really beer. But anyway, I don't care. I just think if you look at the big brands, it'll say clearly beer. I think, but this might not be any higher than that mango and other one from Bud Light Seltzer. But for a flavored concoction item like this, I guess, but 95 out of 100. I mean, the whole video here is probably irrelevant because 99% or more, higher than 99% of the people watching this can't get it. But who knows? One day you might. It exists, so I bought it. So laissez-les bon temps relais, a most excellent thing. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.